Welcome to Slacker Gaming, where all slackers can game. If you are not already a part of the community, then hit that red subscribe button to become a part of Slacker Nation. In last episode, you saw us get drafted by the Miami Marlins, so our starting pitcher is heading to Miami. We also played a few games trying to get ready for the season. We had some ups, we had some downs, we gave up a few runs, we had a few strikeouts, but I think we are starting to right the ship. I think we are going to have a good AA career and hopefully get on to AAA very soon. So if you want to watch another episode, stick around. So we're starting this episode off right after we just got done in one of our games. We were talking to our coach, trying to figure out what we want to do and how everything's kind of working out. You know, this is brand new for us, so we don't really know exactly what we should be doing as far as the workouts, as far as the trainings, as far as talking to people, that type of thing. So I wanted to make sure that I spent some time trying to figure it all out. And apparently you're going to have days like this where you can go and either pick the bullpen, clubhouse, or rivalry. And a lot of what we're going to be doing early is the bullpen. Most of it is because I feel like we really need to increase ourselves before we worry about like relationships and stuff. And this is where it's actually pretty cool, is we get to learn new pitches and we can also change out our pitches. So this is the perfect time to look at the learned pitches. If we find a pitch we want, we will learn it. I think I want to learn the slider, so we're going to start off with learning the slider. I think the slider would definitely be helpful. We need some sort of breaking ball. We do have the curve already, but I think it'd be very helpful if we added the slider as well. And now we're going to have the slider added to our repertoire. And then the next thing we are going to do is go on and we're going to get another update kind of thing here. And we are going to pick the clubhouse. Rivalry, probably just wait until we get to the majors. Clubhouse, when we're selecting people, I want to select people that we are apart with, like catchers. Like you pitch to them all the time, so a catcher is a person that you really want to create that relationship. Also, anybody that you think will be on to the next level, so people that I think will be in AAA with me and maybe even the majors, to create that relationship now is kind of what you want. We also want to increase our captain status, so we're going to answer most of these as captain until we get to a point, and then we'll kind of, you know, dodge around and see what other types of communication we want to use. But we usually get 2 of those right before we play another game. So we get 2 of those, then we play a game, and this game we are going against the great team Biloxi Shuckers.
Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Number 69 gets the call in Game 5 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Coming to the plate now, Devin Hairston. He will lead this one off today.
So we got our active perks. We're ready to go. We got that brand new slider added to our repertoire. We are going to use 4-seam there, try to set him up. Trying to set him up, and almost all the batters we're trying to set up. I don't really pitch just to pitch. I try to pitch based on where I think would be a good setup pitch. Oh, barely missed with the slider. One of them there. And now we're going to hit him with a high 4-seam fastball. We get a strikeout. Wasn't high and inside, but we get a strikeout. We're happy with that one. 3-2 count to the next batter. And another strikeout with that 4-seam fastball. So the 4-seam working early. Top of the second, we got the lead 2-0. And we hit the batter on accident, obviously, not really wanting to hit him. And the third out, only giving up 1 in that inning, getting out of some trouble. Into some trouble again here in the 3rd inning. We're not doing well about controlling. We're not controlling any of our pitches. We're pretty much wildly
and it's even at 1.
We're just wild everywhere. No matter what the pitch is, no matter where I throw it, it just doesn't seem to be accurate at all. And so we definitely need to make sure that we are working on our accuracy when we have the ability to. And I know the accuracy drops when you throw a pitch and it's inaccurate. You'll drop even more accuracy, which really sucks because right now everything is inaccurate. But we were able to get through 5 innings, giving up 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 earned runs. We do not get the win this time. We actually pick up the loss. But again, the ball to strike ratio was, it was decent. 7-7 the second inning, and the fourth inning 8-12 were a really high ball to strike ratio, and I think that's kind of why the runs were given up. And so here is what I'm showing you, the gains. This is what we're gaining. The sinker control went down. The 12 curve went down as well. So when we're looking at these, we do want to increase the control. Yes, we want the strikeouts, which is why I'm going with the strikeout per 9 here. We're wanting to get that strikeout up. Hopefully that really helps us. And keep in mind there is a cap on this, so eventually we're going to have to raise the cap up. And the second thing we're going to do is the clubhouse again. Let's try to find someone who I think we will play a lot with. Another starting pitcher and a reliever. So the reliever we're going to go with this time. He might be a guy that comes in after us, and he might end up being in AAA with us. So we're going to go ahead and try to create that relationship. And then we are going to go against the Biscuits again, trying to play as many games as we possibly can to see how far we can get in the first season. I don't know if we'll get to AAA in the first season. I would assume we do, but I don't know what it's going to play out. It's really hard with a starting pitcher because you only pitch every 5 or 6 days, so it's not like you play every single game.
For baseball now, as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Ought to be a good one here between the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp and the Montgomery Biscuits. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
So we are going to get it started, and today we're looking at just getting some strikeouts, getting the control in order. Strike 3 there on the slider, so already liking the slider. Love using it already, and gets a strikeout there. Guy on first and second, and a strikeout high and inside with the fastball. So the fastball really working as a strikeout pitch, which is exactly what we wanted. Now the curve is working as a strikeout pitch as well. Going to the bottom of the 5th, a swing and a miss. We are definitely getting strikeouts, but still getting people on base. Second and third, or second and first, trying to set him up here. A 2-1 count, high inside. Going to go with another high and inside. It strikes him 2-2. Now we are going to go down and inside for the strikeout. It was outside, but we still got the strikeout. So the curveball working, even though it wasn't under control. The velocity changes are definitely the reason why we're getting these strikeouts. 4-seam still cooking. Another strikeout through 6. No runs given up, and we were relieved because we were up to bat, and apparently they don't want me to bat, which I get as a pitcher. But let's go ahead, finish the game out, get the victory here. In the 9th, we do 2-0, so no runs given up by any of our pitchers. Getting the win, good to see. Definitely going to help our confidence, definitely going to help us increase. I thought we did well. 7 innings pitched, only 2 hits, 6 strikeouts, but the 3 walks really killed us. Basically, the only base runners were from walks. We still, the control we got to work on. Basically, the only reason I'm getting strikeouts is because of the fastball. Basically, the fastball is so fast because of the flamethrower perk we have. It's so fast that you could just blow by people at this level. But I know in AAA and the majors, that's not going to work. Looking at the balls to strikes, did pretty good. Second inning struggled a little bit. There was 2 walks there, and then the 5th inning struggled again with another walk at 8-8. But the innings where we went 1-7, like in the first inning, got a bunch of strikeouts. So obviously, it's better to throw strikes, and you're going to get better results throwing strikes rather than walking. Our next training choice, looking here, we do want to add a pitch as our 5th, but I don't know exactly what I want yet. We're going to try to increase. I think we should go the velocity here with the fastball, mostly because I want the strikeout to be +3. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Add 3 to our strikeout per 9. If we can get that really, really high, then it will kind of deface, I guess, what we have for our control, because we could strike them out. We don't have to have much control. And then we're going to do Gerard here, and mostly because I know he's a top prospect, and I'm guessing we are going to probably see him in AAA and probably even the majors. So I want to make sure that we can create that relationship now. We want to make sure that we have that relationship going in to the majors.
The stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. Tonight, an intriguing...
So we're going up again against Biloxi. Last time we played, we got the loss. I believe we gave up 3 runs. A strikeout there. Good way to start off the first inning. Going to the bottom of the second. First guy up. We're going to try to set him up here. Got a slider outside and down. We're going to hit him with the sinker outside. And now that we got him set up, we're going to hit him with a high inside fastball, which has really been my strikeout pitch all year. And he doesn't even swing. Don't know what he was looking for. But second strikeout in the second inning. 1 and 2 count. Going for the strikeout, and we're going to get it with the curve. So the curve working, the four seam working. Again, we're wanting that control to go up. So hopefully this really helps our control increase. And then we get our first hit in AA, and first hit of basically my career. We're happy with it. Don't get anything out of it, but we're happy with the first hit. The 12 to 6 curve working there with the strikeout. A four seam here, high, gonna get the strike. Trying to set him up with something low here. And the reason I go low and high and outside and inside is you don't really want to keep pitching them the exact same pitches, otherwise they're going to figure it out. But you can also pitch them 2 or 3 in one location and then go completely opposite location, and it usually throws them off. 0-2 count, throw 2 balls here. We're going to try to send him away with high heat. And he's going to line that one to center field, but it jammed him, so the center field able to get underneath it for the out. Bottom of the 6th, playing well right now. We're going to get the 12 curve strikeout for the second out in the 6th inning. Very next guy, high outside for a strike. Going to go high inside for a strike. And then we're going to hit him with a down and outside pitch. Maybe we can get the strikeout here. And beautifully done. Could not pitch any better in that one. Hopefully, again, the control is going up. Feeling much better about controlling in this game. So hopefully it's something that we are getting better with. Obviously, the better you get, the bigger the strike, or the bigger the little yellow pin there to be able to have a good pitch. So the bigger that gets, the better for you. 0-2 count, another strikeout with the 12 to 6 curve. So it had 7 strikeouts, did not give up a run. Hopefully we can get the victory here. Don't think I'm going to get the win. Going into extras, definitely not going to get the win now. A solo home run. We have the lead. Can we finish it out? Ooh, 5 runs, 6 runs. Hopefully that's enough. And it is. So we won 6-0. We don't get the win, but we pitched 8 innings, only gave up 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, and only 1 walk. So probably the best game I've pitched so far. Looking at where we are throwing, mostly outside, none really over the middle. Got some inside in the middle, but mostly down and mostly out of the strike zone. So that's exactly what we want to do. If we do this, we will be great. We will be set up perfectly, and that's what we're going to have to do in our career if we're going to want to get to the majors. Looking at the ball to strike, 20 balls, 63 strikes, exactly what we want. That's why we have the 7 strikeouts and only 1 walk. I know that was a lot to go over, but in the next episode we're going to have something better coming your way, so make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Also feel free to like this video if you did. Comment down below, let me know what you guys are thinking so far of the series, whether you are enjoying it. Also comment down below, let me know what you think so far of MLB 20. Till next time, Slacker out.